What is going on, guys? This is Riveting Wheel 22 from Wolfpack Productions, and here today with me for another episode of Trash or Treasure is Super Pitfall on NES. This is indeed the second Pitfall after the Atari version. You can't attack anything on the ground, which kind of doesn't help, but it's still. Okay, maybe you can. I don't know. I wasn't able to before, so. So, honestly, I can't see what's so bad about this game, to be honest. Other than one hit death. That's in a lot of games, so it doesn't make them bad. I mean, it's not a great game by any means. Definitely not the best Pitfall game either. I believe it's better than some of them we're going to see a little bit later. As in later on in this series, not necessarily this episode, but... So apparently, when you touch an enemy, it kills you and them. I've never seen that in a game before. Anyway, this music, the music that you just heard and you're about to hear again, get used to it. You're going to hear it a lot. It's the only song in the game. B throws your weapon, A jumps. It's another one of those games that has the controls backwards. And I'm not a big fan of this style of game. I think I said that a couple episodes ago, but it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just I wish it had been a little bit better on the control side. And it's a shame you have a one-hit kill here. But then again, that's the way it was in the Atari version. If you got nipped on the ankle by a what do you call it? You got nipped on the ankle by a barrel, you ended up taking a hit and dying. Anyway, on these gold bars, if you want to collect them, you can. There's really no point to them. So every time you kill yourself and an enemy, you get points. Okay, that's a little weird, but... I do like games that do the post-hit invincibility. It helps out a lot, actually. I died on a ladder. That's the one time I should be safe from hitting anything. Okay, the song's catchy. I'll give you that. I'll give it that. Better than having no music like in the original Pitfall. Like, the only time you had music in that was if you were on the vines. Which, yeah, mind you, it was a classic song, unlike this. But at least there's music in this version of the game. I think that's the main thing this one has over the other Pitfall, and it's got a little more variance to it. What I mean by that is that there's more to do in this game. There's actually a story, there's a plot, there's all that. Yeah, like I said, at least the waterfalls don't hurt you, they just send you back. Or into the water in this case. You can easily get out. But watch your head on the way out. At least I could jump up there. Yeah, from everything I've seen, the only thing that gold bar actually does, the gold bars, it gives you a randomized amount of points. I think 50,000 points is an extra life, so you do want to get those. I haven't gotten that far, obviously, yet, but... because everything I touch kills me, so... graphically, the game isn't all that bad. Looks good for an NES game. Very colorful. And the music, it's a little too, upbeat for a for an exploration game like this. I would have either gone, no music like the original Atari version, or I would have gone with something a little bit darker. But honestly, this music sounds like it belongs in a Saturday morning cartoon. Maybe a Saturday morning Pitfall cartoon. Don't know. Although I gotta admit, I don't know if I'd have watched Pitfall back then if they had a cartoon. Just because I didn't know that Pitfall existed back then. I didn't know what it was. It's one of those games I didn't play until I was much older. And I realized that this game is indeed for me. Da-da-da-da. Okay, that's a trap down there. You don't want to go in there. There's no way to kill anything on the ground when there really should be. Since most of your enemies are actually on the ground. But there's no reason to kill there's no way, to kill these spiders. And those could be used for some really good points there. Since, as I said, I believe 50,000 is an extra life, because I've hit 25,000 an extra time a few times and nothing's happened. Alright, there's 500 points there. I do like the backgrounds here, though. Kind of Egyptian pyramid-y there. Wasn't quite to the gold bar yet. At least it starts you where you last died. That's actually a good thing. The original Pitfalls, I recall, it didn't do that. It sent you back to the beginning of the level anytime you died. Now, I should have said this at the beginning, but get used to it because we're going to be making a lot of comparisons to this Pitfall and the original one. Again, I say this game is very difficult. Unlike the original Pitfall. I believe that's part of why this game isn't all that light compared to the original one, which is a classic. It's because this one's too difficult. The original one was just the right amount of difficulty, and it gave it to you in increments. Unlike this one, where it's difficult from the start, and the way they programmed it, there are certain things you can't do, like throwing your boomerang at enemies that are on the ground. You can't hit anything on the ground. It has to be in the air for the boomerang to even work. I don't know why they programmed it like that, but this is Activision for you, folks. The same Activision that gave you Call of Duty many years later. Yep, they made this. And I'm going to give them a break with this one. But, this game, honestly, I went into this thinking that this game deserved to be booted into the Shadow Realm, so to speak. It doesn't. I'm going to show this game a lot more mercy than I really should. Only because I think there's something good here. There's actually a good something to go off of here. And it makes me wonder if they did another Pitfall NES game. I doubt they did. But I'd like to find out. I did a few on Super NES, which we'll look at later. And same with the Genesis ones. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Super... Oh, wait, I forgot something. Is this game trash or treasure? Well, I'm not going to call it trash. I'll say that. I will call it a hidden treasure. It's not quite, instant classic form of treasure, but it's definitely a treasure. And a very good entry into the Pitfall series. Anyway, with that said, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me everywhere you can. Social media-wise, that is. And I'll see you again soon for more Trash or Treasure. Bye-bye, everyone.